And welcome back to another video. Today is somewhat of another car reveal. As you're aware, I've got the W124-200 Mercedes. The reason why I've gone out and bought another car is because I want to keep that car OEM. I want to keep it stock. I don't want to tinker around with it too much. It's a great cruiser. The only issue with that car is like I said in my other video, it's a bit too slow. I know I can go out and put a bigger block in, like an E320 for example, but it will take the originality away from that car. So I want to tinker with something, I want to change a lot of stuff on it. I feel like the best way to do that is to go out and bought the car which I have. It is a BMW E36 328, approximately pushing about 193 bhp, give or take. Over the years, I'm sure it's lost some. This is the predecessor to the E30. These actually started production in 1990. This model here in particular was actually first registered in 24th March 2000, which I think is one of the last ones off the production line. So from the E30, these were heavier, yet faster, and also a lot more spacious. See, they started off as a saloon, and over the years, in 1995 I believe, they started the convertibles. So as you're aware, there's a saloon version, there's a coupe version, and then there's this, which is a convertible. BMW's main aim was to make the car a lot more efficient aerodynamically. The E36 had a complete new body shape with an ascending front with an aerodynamic tail, went from a classic box design to what we have here, and this allowed them to make it, well, save the drag by 20%. These engines are capable of a lot more. As I mentioned, it's an inline 6. The engine code for these is M52B28. 5 gears, pushing all the power to the rear wheels. It does have the M Sport kit on there as well from factory. Unfortunately, as I was driving it, I saw something blew off in my rear view mirror. I thought I hit something originally, but it was a bit of a plastic, which is the amber. I will be ordering new ones. I will be replacing that, but for now, this tape has done the job to obviously keep it covered. Half of it's still on there from about here, but this bit is all missing. So as you can see from the other side, it's intact, but I feel like these have disintegrated over the years. I mean, other details, this is one of the first generation cars from BMW which had double headlights, and they are behind a glass cover. The kidney grille is also integrated in the front, and the exterior mirrors are smaller as well. So these little changes BMW tried to make from the E30. As you can see, it's a completely brand new chassis, brand new shape from what the cars used to be. Going into the interior very quickly, BMW also stated that this is the first car in which the interior door panel is 3-dimensional. You can see from here the little grooves and whatnot, the design aspect of it, which obviously allows you to feel like as if you're embedded in the car. More of a driver focused position with the sport seats. Top speed is supposedly 147, 0 to 60 in 7.1 to 7.3 seconds, give or take, and the torque is 280 Newton meters. The Mercedes is a bit more of a classic car, therefore I don't want to tinker around with it. Some people classify these as classic as well. However, based on the history of the car, the paperwork that's come with it, it's not as sufficient as the Mercedes, and a lot of people do, and the potential they can get out of these is phenomenal. So hopefully I do it justice, but again, as I mentioned, there goes another train. I should really get a mic so it cuts out the noise. I do like her a lot. It does need a lot of work. You can see the plastic trims and the bodywork isn't in the most cleanest conditions. I've got, you know, paint scuff here, I've got scuffs there, paintwork scuff here. This, I think someone's done a bit of a rash job here, the previous owner, or maybe even before him, I don't know. The wheels, like I mentioned, will get changed out. For some reason, I don't know why, this trim here is from an M3, unless he's just changed the badge, but it's also got screws in it, which I'm not very happy about. It's got a screw there which shouldn't be there. The condition of this is horrendous as well. There's another screw there for some odd reason. Coming around the car to the rear, I've got a crack on the rear bumper. The rear lights, surprisingly, are perfectly fine. Some people go for the clear ones, some people go for the tinted. See what we can do with those. Exhaust, future torque. Won't say anything about that at the moment. I've got a key mark here, a key scratch. Quite a big one, to be fair. Got slight rust coming through there. Surprisingly, it's got rear sensors. I'm not complaining. I think they're original. Quite happy with those. The beautiful 328i badge. The antenna, easily interchangeable, so not too worried about that, but we'll see what, what's out there in the market to see what we can change that to. Rear bumper damage here. The trim here, it's kind of faded there, as you can see. Coming around here, the arch, it's got cracks in the paintwork. Horrible. but again, something to you know, get my hands dirty with. Rear arch here, these will be getting rolled anyway because of what will be coming in the future. Again, trim's messed up here. The doors, handles, the gaskets are on their way out, so of course they will get attention later on as well. This side, like I mentioned, M badge, whereas on the other side it's got an M31. Don't know what's happened there. Side skirts surprisingly are not too bad. There's a bit of curb rash here, but nothing a bit of whatever that paste is called, and a rejob will not sort out. Side mirrors definitely will need changing. I'm surprised this came with the hard top. Slight issue with this bit here, you can change this particular part here, and I'm hoping that should make it better. I've got a bit of bubble rust coming through there, which will need attention, as well as back here. The reason why this is on instead of the cloth material of the convertible, first of all, these are hard to get a hold of, so I'm glad that I've got a hard top with it. If I come around the back, excuse the mess, the car's in pieces. You can see the rear light case is off. This is also off. The main reason why this is off is because the roof motor, which is just there, doesn't work. Therefore, I am unable to put the roof up or down. I do have back here a 6-disc changer. Oh, it's actually missing. Maybe I'll look into getting that replaced, but I don't really use CDs anymore, to be honest, so I don't really see a point. You can see the car's in absolute state. Needs a good thorough clean. Luckily the struts are not too bad, you know, it doesn't fall, stays where it is. It doesn't have a spoiler, but I would like a lip spoiler. I don't know if you can see, it's got a few dents in the bodywork as well. Coming onto the interior, it is shambles in here. The door handle casing is missing. This is wanting to come off. Someone I think got hungry and took a bite out of the seat. This I think was a cigarette burn. They need a good clean, but more and more they need to be upholstered. I guess that's the only way you can fix these, right? The rears, again, nothing a good valet clean won't sort out. These are also loose, but again, these are in the right state as well. Rips over there. Speakers are horrendous, and this is loose. Every time I try to go into second or third gear, it falls out. But talking about the gear shifter, that bounces back. Fifth is a bit of a struggle. It doesn't want to come back once it's there. So as you can hear that clicking noise, that is something I need looking into. Also, when I'm driving, and let's say I go from first to second and I'm driving aggressively where the revs are reaching, you know, 6,000–7,000 RPM, it doesn't stick to that gear. For some reason, I'll put my accelerator down, but the engine, the rev limit will just rev into the high range and the speed will stay static. So I know that the clutch needs doing. And if I come round to the passenger side, so this door's even worse. You can see the gaps between the panel and the interior panel. I think the clips are broken, so they will definitely, I mean, this one probably could go back in. So this has got a rip in it. These are shambolic, I don't know why. The rear seat as well, I don't know why this is sticking out. It's probably the quick release for them. Another thing I've got is all this mold on the roof lining of the hardtop. I don't know if the light's picking that up. You can see some back there. Another issue with the hardtop is the roof is sagging, as you can see, quite badly. That's what project car's for, right? Everything can be sorted out. It is going in for a health check. It's just to, you know, give me that comfort, give me that assurance from a professional who knows these cars, that the structural integrity of the car is there. The last thing I want to do is chuck an absolute ton of money into it and it be a waste. I know you can get stuff welded and whatnot, but we'll see that once I get the reports. So I'll bring you guys along to that journey as well. I'm sure you guys can give me some advice and some help along the way, and hopefully this car will be brand spanking new once I'm done with it. Being a 2000 model, it only has 73,783 miles on the clock, but it should make a wonderful project. Follow my Instagram, I'll leave it on the screen. Follow the journey. A lot to learn, a lot to do. Slow and steady wins the race, right? But here she is. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.